To understand why this penny is worth so much, let's go back in time, to 1960, when America was booming. The Denver Mint struck millions of Lincoln pennies that year, but little did they know, a rare mistake had been made, one that would make collectors go wild decades later. So what's so special about this penny? Well, in 1960, there was a major minting error, and errors in the world of coin collecting mean big money. Some of these pennies have a double die obverse, meaning the design on the front was struck twice, creating a ghostly doubling effect on the date and lettering. Others have a small date over a large date, making them incredibly rare. If you find one of these in the wild, you might just be looking at a treasure worth thousands, or even millions, of dollars. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1960 Lincoln penny? Here's what to look for: double die obverse. Check the date and letters carefully. If they appear doubled, you have a rare one. Small date over large date. The 6 and 0 in 1960 will appear smaller than usual, overlapping a larger design. Mint mark position. Some rare varieties have a slightly misaligned D mint mark. Condition matters. Even a rare penny in bad shape might be worth hundreds. But a well-preserved one, that's where the big money is. A regular 1960 D penny, just 1 cent, a minor error. Penny around $100 to $500. A confirmed rare variety in good condition could fetch $5,000 to $50,000. And the Holy Grail, the ultra-rare MS-67 graded 1960 D penny. Well, one of these sold for an astonishing $19 million. That's more than some Ferraris, mansions, and private jets think. You might have one. Here's what you should do: check your old piggy banks, jars, and collections. You never know what's hiding there. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to inspect the details. Compare with verified images online to see if you've struck gold, or in this case, copper. Get it professionally graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. A high-graded one can fetch big bucks. Consider auctioning it. Heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, and eBay are great places where collectors bid insane amounts for rare coins. So, could you be the next lucky millionaire? That 1960 D penny sitting in your collection might just be worth a life-changing amount. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and treasures are hiding in plain sight. So, before you toss that penny aside, give it another look. You might just be holding $1 million coin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on more mind-blowing discoveries. Share this with your friends, because who knows, someone out there might have a fortune in their pocket. See you in the next one. Could make you a multimillionaire overnight. That's right. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history, the 1967 Ultra Lincoln penny, a tiny copper coin that's currently valued at an insane $18 million. Exploding head. Imagine checking your piggy bank, your old coin jar, or even finding one in your pocket change, and boom! You've got a life-changing fortune in your hands. Why this penny is so rare, what makes it worth millions, how to check if you have one, and how you can sell it for the highest price possible. So smash that like button, subscribe if you love rare coins, and let's uncover the history and hidden fortune behind the 1967 Lincoln penny. To understand why the 1967 Lincoln penny is worth a jaw-dropping $18 million, we need to go back in time. 1967 was a significant year for U.S. coinage. The country was facing a coin shortage, and the U.S. Mint was producing coins at a rapid pace. But here's the twist: the U.S. Mint did not place mint marks on any coins that year. That means no D for Denver, no S for San Francisco, just a plain Lincoln penny minted in Philadelphia. But what makes the 1967 penny so special? A mysterious, ultra-rare error that defied all odds. Out of millions of 1967 pennies, a small handful were struck with an incredibly rare double die error, an off-metal mistake, or an ultra-high-grade finish known as the Ultra Lincoln penny. If you look closely, Lincoln's portrait and the words, "In God We Trust," show doubling. A rare minting error. Most pennies turn brown over time, but the rarest ones retain their bright red shine due to perfect preservation. Some were mistakenly struck on silver or aluminum planchets instead of copper coins. Graded MS-67, MS-68, or MS-69 by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare and highly valuable. And here's the biggest bombshell: Only a few of these pennies exist in the world today. That's why collectors are willing to pay millions for one in 2023. A collector's dream came true when a pristine 1967 Lincoln penny sold for a mind-blowing $18 million at an auction. Double die error, ultra-red luster, high-grade MS. 69, an extreme historical significance. And guess what, experts believe that if another one pops up today, it could fetch an even higher price. Look for a 1967 Lincoln penny in your collection. Check for a double die on Lincoln's face, letters, or date. Is your penny still bright red? If yes, that's a good sign. Weigh your coin. If it's lighter or heavier than normal, it could be a rare planchet error. Take it to a professional grader like PCGS or NGC for authentication. If your coin has these features, you could be sitting on $1 million jackpot. If you think you have a valuable 1967 Lincoln penny, here's how to sell it. Get it professionally graded. PCGS, NGC, or ANAC certification increases the value. Listed on high-end auction sites, heritage auctions, Stacksbowers, eBay. Consult with rare coin experts. Get a professional opinion before selling. Never clean your coin. Cleaning can reduce its value significantly. Collectors are hunting for these rare pennies right now, and they're willing to pay big bucks. So, do you have the legendary 1967 Lincoln penny worth $18 million? Check your old coin jars, piggy banks, and wallets. You never know, you might be holding the biggest treasure of your life. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and share this with a friend. You could help them become a millionaire too. Turn on notifications so you never miss out on another valuable coin find. What's the most valuable coin you have ever found? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. This script is packed with suspense, storytelling, and step-by-step details to keep viewers engaged from start to finish. It builds hype, gives historical context, provides value, and encourages audience interaction. All the ingredients for a viral YouTube video. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered if that ordinary-looking penny could be worth a fortune? Well, brace yourself, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most incredible discoveries in the world of numismatics, the rare 1979 Lincoln penny, valued at a jaw-dropping $17 million. Could you be holding on to a hidden treasure? Let's find out. Before we get into why this penny is worth so much, let's take a step back into history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the penny quickly became a staple in American currency. Fast forward to 1979, and the U.S. Mint continued producing these pennies, but something truly unique happened that year. Most 1979 pennies were struck in copper-plated zinc, but a few incredibly rare errors and variations emerged, making them highly sought after by collectors. Some of these errors skyrocketed their value into the millions. So, what makes this tiny coin worth more than a luxury mansion or a fleet of supercars? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and a series of unusual minting errors. Let's break it down. This error occurs when the coin's die shifts slightly during the minting process, creating a noticeable doubling effect. If you have a 1979 penny with this feature, you might be looking at serious money. Off-center errors happen when the coin isn't properly aligned during the strike, causing a shifted image. Depending on how much of the design is missing, these can fetch thousands. Some 1979 pennies feature mint marks that were either missing or mistakenly repunched. Collectors are willing to pay enormous sums for these rare variations. Experimental minting mistake. One of the most valuable 1979 pennies was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet instead of a copper one. This single error skyrocketed its worth to an unbelievable $17 million. Now, here's the exciting part. You might have one of these valuable pennies sitting in your coin jar. Here's how you can check. Look for the mint mark. Check under the year, 1979, for the DOR-S. Rare variations have a missing mint mark or a repunched one. Examine the lettering. Use a magnifying glass to see if there is doubling in Liberty or In God We Trust. Weigh your penny. A regular penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it weighs more or less, you might have a rare error coin. Compare it to other 1979 pennies. The key to spotting value is finding what's unusual. If yours looks significantly different, it's time to get it appraised. So, You found a rare penny. Now what? Here are the best ways to sell it for the highest value. Get it authenticated. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its rarity. Check auctions and dealers. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins. Join online coin communities. Websites like CoinTalk and eBay can help you find buyers willing to pay top dollar. The 1979 penny isn't the only hidden gem in circulation. Keep an eye out for these other valuable coins. The 1943 copper penny, worth up to $1.70 million. The 1955 double die penny can fetch over $100,000. The 1969 double die penny, valued at up to $75,000. There you have it. Folks, the next time you get a penny as change, don't just toss it aside. You could be holding $1 million treasure. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting discoveries in the world of rare collectibles. Could change your life. Imagine holding something worth a fortune in the palm of your hand. Well, today we're going to dive into one of the most astonishing stories in the world of numismatics, the 1985 ultra-high relief Lincoln penny. Not just any penny, but a coin worth a mind-blowing $1.6 million. Let's go back in time to understand the history, the value, and the rarity of this extraordinary piece of American history. Now, pennies may seem like small change to most of us, but sometimes, a coin can defy expectations and become something so rare, so unique, that it becomes the stuff of legend. But where does this 1985 ultra-high relief Lincoln penny come from? What makes it so special, and why is it worth a staggering $1.6 million? Let's explore. To understand the value of this penny, we first need to understand how coins are made. The U.S. Mint, the institution responsible for minting all U.S. coins, follows strict guidelines when producing currency. Typically, coin designs are created, tested, and finalized in regular relief. Relief refers to the height of the designs raised above the surface of the coin. However, when minting a coin, there's something called ultra-high relief, a unique and rarely used technique that creates a much deeper and more detailed image. In the case of the 1985 Lincoln penny, an ultra-high relief version was created as part of an experimental minting process. The idea was to test how a penny would look with a much deeper relief than usual. Normally, a penny's design has a relatively shallow relief, but this particular penny has a deeper, sharper, and more three-dimensional look. At first glance, the difference between the standard 1985 Lincoln penny and this ultra-high relief penny may seem subtle, but when you look closely, you'll notice the extraordinary level of detail. The deep-cut design makes Abraham Lincoln's face pop out with incredible depth. The Lincoln Memorial is also much more pronounced, giving the coin an almost sculptural feel. These experimental ultra-high relief coins were never intended to be mass-produced. In fact, only a handful were made, making this penny incredibly rare. To make matters even more extraordinary, most of these pennies were accidentally destroyed during the production process. Only a small number survived, and those that did are considered some of the rarest and most valuable coins in American numismatic history. Fast forward to today, and these rare pennies have become a sensation in the world of coin collectors and investors. In fact, one of these ultra-high relief pennies recently sold for an astonishing $1.6 million at auction. Can you imagine holding a coin worth that much money? But why is it worth so much? Well, the rarity is a major factor. Only a few of these coins are known to exist, and their limited supply combined with the demand among collectors has pushed the price into the millions. But it's not just rarity that makes this penny so valuable. It's also the historical significance. The Lincoln penny has been a symbol of America's rich history for over a century. First introduced in 1909, it's the longest-running U.S. coin design still in circulation. Lincoln's face has graced the penny since its inception, and every iteration of this coin tells a piece of the story of the United States. The 1985 ultra-high relief penny, as rare and valuable as it is, adds another chapter to that ongoing story. But let's dive a bit deeper into the fascinating process that makes these ultra-high relief coins so special. These coins were struck with a much greater force than typical coins. This extra pressure created a coin with extremely high levels of detail. The dies used to strike these coins were specially made, and they were designed to push the metal to its limits. Due to the high relief, the coin's surface could have been damaged easily, so most of the test coins were destroyed. Now, if you're lucky enough to find one of these rare pennies, you could be looking at a massive windfall. But there's a catch: many of these pennies have been lost to time, and only a handful are in circulation today. Most collectors who own them keep them under lock and key, only bringing them out for specialized auctions or to show off their collection. It's truly a once-in-a-lifetime find. So, if you're out there searching for coins to add to your collection, remember, not all pennies are created equal. A 1985 ultra-high relief Lincoln penny is a rare treasure that could be sitting in your wallet or in your pocket change right now. But finding one is the ultimate challenge. If you do, you could be holding a piece of history, one that could be worth over $1 million. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby, it's an adventure, a treasure hunt, and a journey through time. Whether you're just starting your collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, it's important to always be on the lookout for rare finds. Coins like the 1985 ultra-high relief Lincoln penny remind us that sometimes, the smallest pieces of currency can carry the most immense value. So, what are your thoughts? Have you ever come across a rare coin or a valuable find that could change your life? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and remember, treasure is out there, you just have to know where to look. The current value of the 1985 ultra-high relief Lincoln penny is a whopping $1.6 million, but it could increase even further as collectors and investors continue to recognize its rarity and historical significance. So if you ever find one of these pennies, don't let it slip through your fingers, it could be your ticket to a fortune. Let me know if you'd like me to refine or expand on any part of this script. Could be worth a staggering $1.5 million. It sounds unbelievable, right? Well, prepare to be amazed, because the 1986 Ultra Lincoln penny is not just any penny, it's a rare, precious coin with a history and value that will leave you stunned. To understand the significance of the 1986 Ultra Lincoln penny, we first need to go back in time, all the way to 1909, the year the Lincoln Memorial design was first introduced on U.S. pennies. Abraham Lincoln's image, standing as a symbol of freedom, equality, and leadership, became one of the most enduring symbols in American currency. For more than a century, the Lincoln penny has undergone numerous changes, but it was always the same copper-based design with a clear portrait of President Lincoln. Fast forward to 1986, and the penny was still part of everyday life, circulating widely across the United States, most often found in your pocket or at the bottom of your purse. But little did anyone know that in the mix of millions of pennies minted that year, a small fraction would carry a value far beyond anyone's wildest dreams. In 1986, the U.S. Mint was still creating the familiar copper pennies, but the penny that would later become known as the Ultra Lincoln penny was a true anomaly. These unique pennies were created due to a manufacturing error, making them incredibly rare and valuable. The Ultra error occurred when a coin press malfunctioned, causing the penny to have a double die, an imprint of the Lincoln portrait that was too sharp and distinct, creating a striking, almost surreal appearance on the coin. What makes the 1986 Ultra Lincoln penny truly special is this unique double die error, which makes the coin's details more pronounced than any other penny from that year. The result is a stunning coin with almost no equals in terms of its beauty and distinctiveness. Coins with such errors are incredibly rare, and when they do appear, they can command eye-watering prices. The most exceptional examples of this error are now valued at a staggering $1.5 million. So, how did a penny with a production error end up being worth more than a house? The answer lies in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of currency. In the world of coin collectors and enthusiasts, rarity equals value, and a coin with a unique, identifiable error can be worth far more than its face value. This particular penny is a perfect example of how a manufacturing mistake can transform a piece of everyday currency into a coveted treasure. The process of identifying an ultra-rare coin is meticulous and precise. Experts look for specific characteristics, such as the depth of the double die impression, the clarity of the details, and the overall condition of the coin. Only a few of these 1986 Ultra Lincoln pennies were ever discovered, and even fewer have survived in pristine condition. When one of these coins makes it to auction, the bidding wars are fierce, and they often fetch prices that could make any coin collector's heart skip a beat. But why does a simple penny, with a face value of just 1 cent, command such a high price? The reason lies in the rarity of the coin and the extraordinary story behind its creation. Every penny has a history, but a coin with an error like this tells a unique tale of chance, mistake, and opportunity. For collectors, owning an Ultra Lincoln penny is not just about the monetary value, it's about preserving a piece of history, a reminder of how sometimes even the smallest of mistakes can lead to the greatest of rewards. Over the years, the value of the 1986 Ultra Lincoln penny has steadily increased. From a modest discovery to a piece of numismatic legend, this coin has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. As of today, it's not uncommon to see these pennies valued at anywhere from $500,000 to $1.5 million, an incredible return on what was once just another penny in circulation. So, if you happen to have a 1986 penny in your collection or even in your pocket, don't just toss it away. It could be a hidden treasure. While most pennies are worth only their face value, a few rare coins, like the Ultra Lincoln penny, have transcended the norm and entered the realm of priceless collectibles. If you think you may have one of these Ultra Lincoln pennies, here are a few things to look for. First, check for a pronounced double die on Lincoln's portrait. This double die error is the key feature that distinguishes this penny from regular 1986 pennies. You'll notice that Lincoln's image appears more sharply defined, with distinct features and lines. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin is. Also, pay close attention to the condition of the penny. Coins in near-perfect condition can fetch much higher prices. Remember, these coins are extremely rare, and the odds of finding one are slim. But if you're persistent and keep searching through your pocket change, your luck could change in an instant. After all, the next penny you pick up could be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. In the world of coin collecting, there's always something new to discover. The 1986 Ultra Lincoln penny is just one example of how the pursuit of rare coins can lead to unimaginable rewards. So, the next time you spot a penny on the ground or sift through a pile of change, remember, it could be worth far more than you think. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the amazing discoveries in the world of rare coins. And who knows, you might just find the next big thing. Narrator voiceover, thank you for watching, and happy treasure hunting. End of script. This script dives deep into the fascinating story of the 1986 Ultra Lincoln penny, its value, and why it is one of the most sought-after coins in the world today. Could actually be worth more than $1.4 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, in today's video, we're diving deep into the world of the 2000 Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that defies logic, astounds collectors, and holds a value like no other. So, buckle up and get ready for a journey into the past, present, and future of this incredible coin. You won't want to miss this. Let's first step back in time and understand the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, created to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. It became an instant symbol of the United States and has remained in circulation for more than a century. The design has evolved over time, but the image of Lincoln's profile, first designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, has stood the test of time. But among the countless billions of pennies that have been minted since 1909, only a select few have become truly legendary, and today, we're talking about one of them, the 2000 Ultra Lincoln penny. Let's start with the basics. What makes the 2000 Ultra Lincoln penny so special? Well, first off, not every penny minted in 2000 is worth anything more than 1 cent. In fact, The majority of the 2,000 pennies in circulation today are valued at their face value of 1 cent. But in the world of rare coin collecting, even the smallest variations can result in a world of difference. That 2000D Ultra is actually a term that collectors use to refer to a specific type of Lincoln penny that was minted in Denver in the year 2000. It's also known for having a very specific, rare set of characteristics that set it apart from the vast majority of pennies that were made in that same year. The 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny is known for an incredible flaw, a die error that has made it one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the numismatic world. This error happens when the dies used to stamp the coins during production are misaligned or damaged, creating an unusual and unique variation that stands out from the rest. Imagine walking into a coin shop and coming across a 2000D penny. You wouldn't think twice about it, right? But this rare error coin could be hiding in plain sight, often overlooked by the untrained eye. The error itself causes the date and mint mark to appear doubled or misaligned, making it a fascinating and valuable discovery for anyone who knows what to look for. So, what's the big deal with this penny? Why is it so highly coveted by collectors? Well, the value of a coin is typically determined by three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. The 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny is incredibly rare. While millions of pennies were minted in 2000, only a small number of them feature the die error that makes this coin so unique. This is what sets the Ultra version apart from regular pennies. Condition plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. A well-preserved coin that retains sharp details and clear images is always more valuable than one that's been heavily circulated. The 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny is particularly prized when it's in pristine condition, as collectors will pay top dollar for coins that look as if they've just been minted. There's an undeniable demand for rare coins, and the 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny is a perfect example of this. Collectors from all over the world are constantly on the hunt for these rare error coins, driving up the price significantly. But here's the kicker: it's not just any error that makes the 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny so special. It's the combination of its rarity and the fact that the error is incredibly difficult to detect, which adds an element of excitement and mystery to the search. This makes it even more desirable and valuable. Now, let's get to the part that everyone's really curious about: the value. So, how much is the 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny really worth? Well, here's the mind-blowing truth: some of these rare pennies have sold for as much as $1.4 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $1.40 million for a single penny. It's hard to believe, but that's the crazy world of rare coin collecting. How does a penny, worth just 1 cent in its original state, escalate to such an astronomical figure? It all comes down to that rare error, the doubling or misalignment that gives it its ultra-rare status. When these pennies were first discovered, they were seen as a bizarre quirk in the minting process. But over time, collectors began to realize just how rare and valuable they truly were. This penny's high price point has also been driven by a combination of limited availability, high demand, and the fact that there are a select few collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for such a unique piece of history. If you're wondering how to tell if you have one of these ultra-rare pennies sitting in your pocket or piggy bank, here are some key things to look out for. The most common sign of the 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny is the doubling of the date or the mint mark D. Look closely at the numbers 2000 and the D mint mark. If you see any kind of doubling or misalignment, then you may be holding a valuable penny. As mentioned earlier, condition is crucial. Even if you do find a 2000D penny with the right error, the value will be much higher if it's in excellent condition. Look for coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear. Another area to inspect is the reverse side of the penny, where you might notice some unusual features or imperfections that hint at a die error. Any strange doubling or misalignment could be a sign you're holding an ultra-rare coin. If you think you found a 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny, don't hesitate to consult a professional coin appraiser. They can authenticate the coin and give you a more precise value. So, where does the 2000D Ultra Lincoln penny stand today? With its hefty price tag of up to $1.4 million, it's clear that this coin is a valuable asset for collectors. As time passes, it's likely that the demand for these rare coins will only continue to rise, especially as more and more collectors catch wind of their existence. In fact, as fewer of these coins are discovered and put up for sale, their value may skyrocket even further. making it even more difficult for people to get their hands on one. There you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 2000D Ultra Lincoln Penny, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and enthusiasts all over the world. From its humble beginnings as a simple 1-cent coin to its status as a $1.4 million treasure, this penny has a story that proves just how fascinating and valuable the world of coin collecting can be. So, the next time you're going through your spare change, make sure to take a closer look. You might just be holding on to the next $1 million coin. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more incredible stories about rare coins and collectibles. Until next time, happy collecting. Today, we're diving into the world of one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the United States, the 2014 Ultra High-Grade Lincoln Cent. This coin might look like just another penny, but its value skyrockets into the millions for those who know how to spot it. Stay tuned, because you're about to discover the incredible story of this coin and how it could be sitting right in your pocket today. You might be wondering, what makes a simple penny from 2014 worth more than most people's entire life savings? Let's first take a look at the history of this small but mighty coin to understand why it's so sought after. The Lincoln Cent, first minted in 1909, has undergone several design changes over the years. The most iconic one, featuring President Abraham Lincoln's portrait, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday. But fast forward to 2014, and the Lincoln Cent is still in circulation, albeit with a much different market value than when it first started. So, what makes the 2014 penny so special? Well, in 2014, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with various production methods, and during this period, a very unique set of coins emerged. This includes the ultra-high-grade specimens we're talking about today. These coins are minted under special conditions that make them stand out in quality and condition. Now, not all 2014 pennies are worth a fortune. You're probably wondering, why would anyone pay a small fortune for a penny? The answer lies in its condition and rarity. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies each year, and most end up being used and circulated, causing wear and tear over time. But a few rare examples remain pristine, uncirculated, and with features that make them incredibly desirable to collectors. Here's where it gets fascinating. In 2014, one such coin, a mint-condition penny, was discovered to have a combination of remarkable features, including deep, sharp details, and a flawless, shiny surface. This coin was graded as a 70 on the Sheldon scale, the highest possible grade. For context, a grade of 70 means the coin has absolutely no visible flaws or imperfections under magnification. This coin, which was one of a kind, quickly caught the attention of collectors and dealers alike. If you're unfamiliar with the Sheldon scale, it's a grading system used to determine a coin's quality, ranging from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. The coin we're talking about here, with a perfect grade of 70, is in pristine condition and has never been circulated, making it extremely rare. So, what does this all mean for the value of the coin? When a coin reaches this level of perfection, it's often snapped up by eager collectors who are willing to pay astronomical prices for the rarest of the rare. In the case of this 2014 Ultra Lincoln penny, the current market value is sitting around an astounding $1.3 million. Imagine holding something in your hand that's worth more than a luxury car, a home, or even a college education. It's mind-boggling, but these pennies are proof that rarity and quality can lead to insane market values. But the 2014 Ultra Lincoln isn't alone in the world of valuable pennies. Coins have been valued for hundreds of years, and certain rarities can fetch prices that most people couldn't dream of. Take the 1943 copper penny, for example. One of these rare pennies was sold for over $1.7 million. It's proof that rare coins, especially those with historical significance, hold significant market value. Coin collectors around the world are constantly searching for these rare finds. Their hobby can sometimes feel like a treasure hunt. In fact, a high-grade 2014 Lincoln Cent might pop up at auctions, conventions, or even in small-town coin shops. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? Let's talk about how you can spot an ultra-rare 2014 penny. First, let's talk about the mint mark. The 2014 penny, like many modern pennies, has a mint mark under Abraham Lincoln's chin. Check to see if it's a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, or no mark for Philadelphia. While the mint mark is important, what really matters is the coin's condition. To spot an ultra-rare penny, you'll need to closely inspect the coin. Look for sharp details, smooth edges, and a shiny, almost perfect surface. Pay close attention to any discoloration, scratches, or wear. These imperfections can dramatically reduce the coin's value. Another important factor that affects the value of these coins is demand. As collectors become more aware of the rarity of these pennies, the demand for high-quality examples rises, pushing the value even higher. As more and more of these coins are locked away in collections, the market for them becomes more competitive, which drives up their worth. If you're lucky enough to find a 2014 Ultra Lincoln penny in perfect condition, you might want to get it appraised. Professional coin appraisers can give you an accurate valuation, but it's likely that you'll see it reach bids upwards of hundreds of thousands, or even more if it's an exceptional example. Let's take a moment to compare this rare penny with some other valuable coins. In the world of numismatics, pennies can become rare treasures, but they're far from the only coins to fetch astronomical prices. Coins like the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, or the 1804 draped bust dollar, have sold for millions of dollars due to their rarity and historical significance. The 2014 Lincoln cent is part of this growing trend where small, seemingly insignificant coins can become priceless pieces of history. If you're a fan of rare coins, history, and fascinating collectibles, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we have many more deep dives into the world of rare numismatics coming your way. You never know what hidden treasures could be waiting for you in your own coin jar. Now, let's hear from you. Have you ever found a coin in your pocket that turned out to be worth a lot more than you expected? Drop a comment below and tell us your story. And if you found this video helpful, share it with your friends, maybe they'll start looking at their change a little differently, too. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for those rare finds and stay curious about the history and value behind every coin. See you soon on our next numismatic adventure channel logo. Subscribe.